All right, we're gonna make this video short and sweet because you've done it before, and hopefully your older child is giving your younger child some advice on what to bring and how to pack it because they've done it before. But unless you had a child go last year, this is very different. It's 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and an on-the-go meal. If you had a child go last year, it's the same. When we talk about an on-the-go meal, we're looking for something that they can eat while they're moving. So it could be a bunch of things. It certainly doesn't have to just be one thing, but this is not something they'll be sitting down and eating. It's something they'll be walking and eating on a hike. You want to make sure that the food box is secured tightly. You want to tie it with cord or string or elastic bands. No bungee cords because they can snap and hit your child in the face. One thing that I use personally is I use a luggage strap around my food box, so that keeps it nice and secured together. In a moment, we're going to go over some suggested food, but keep in mind that if any of the food requires plastic bowls, forks, spoons, knives, you have to put it in the food box as well.
Just a reminder, the food box needs to be able to fit into the day pack, and that's leading us to the next section, which is the day pack packing instructions. Everything that needs to be in here is separate from the food box. The food box is by itself inside of this bag. Just like last time, Sunday night dinner, which is right here, that needs to be something that doesn't need to be heated up. It doesn't need refrigeration. Remember, it's going to be with the kids all day before they eat it. This is a good time to bring things like a plum or a banana or things like that that won't last for the week in the food box. And we'll get to more of those kinds of food suggestions in the next slide. If they have personal medication, you want to make sure it's in a Zip-Top bag. You have to be labeled. It needs to be in the actual bottle that has the doctor's name on it and all the information that's pertinent to the medication. That's really, really important. Don't overpack food. Think about it. Do you want to really carry that much? And knowing that your son or daughter has done this before and the older sibling has this information, they do have to carry it. They don't carry it all week, but they do have to carry it in the beginning. So you don't want to pack that much. Take out any extra packaging that you have. If you can combine things together and put them in little Ziploc bags inside of the box, that would be really good too. Remember not to pack any snacks. We don't eat snacks during the time that we're out on survival, so it's unnecessary.
All right, so in the next slide, we're going to talk about some things that are suggested food items. So we're not going to read this list to you because you're perfectly capable of reading it yourself. What we do want to encourage is that your older child gives your younger child some tips and advice on what's good to pack, what's not good to pack, and how to pack things so that way they can be the most efficient in their food packing. One thing I am going to read to you, though, is the no list. No candy, gum, chocolates, etc. This is all stuff that we're not trying to be mean about. We just want them to have the best experience, and we don't want them having a sugar high or crashing from eating chocolate. So we are really suggesting that none of these items come in any of the food materials that they bring, and the only drink that they're permitted is water. They're going to want lots of water. They're going to get very dehydrated, and water is the only drink that we allowed. If you have any questions, note them down on this form and find a staff member before you leave tonight.